Can you promote? You have two pawns which are pretty close to becoming queens, plus a knight all the way over here. However, black has a very annoying rook which prevents you from really doing anything, but you still have a way to win here if you can find the correct moves. And first off, what happens if you simply try pushing your pawns? If you try moving the c pawn up, you're closer to promoting, but the rook just captures. That doesn't work at all. You can maybe try pushing the b pawn, which is slightly trickier, I guess, but after captures, push, they get behind the pawn once again. We're not promoting. That is just a disaster. So we know the pawns don't work. What if we try playing a king move? Well, this just doesn't really do anything. They can still take the b pawn, and c7, they get behind. We're definitely not promoting there. They can also, even better, just take our knight. And black is just completely winning here. That is terrible for us. But on the bright side, we have narrowed down our options. We know it must be a knight move, and there's only 3 moves that we can play with our knight, so let's just go through those. First off, knight c3 is definitely the worst. It defends the b pawn, which is nice, I guess, but however, that's a free knight. They capture. Yeah, that's not good for us. However, knight b4 is a lot more interesting. What happens here is after black captures, first off, we can't prevent them from stopping the pawn. If we try going back to knight d3, they can just play rook b6 and then get behind the pawn anyways. But there is a very interesting line here in that here, even though our knight is under attack, we can try just not moving our knight. What if we just push the pawn anyways? Well, here, black can still get behind the pawn, but they're in a very important position, as in their king and their rook are a knight's fork distance away. What do I mean? If our knight was on b3, we could easily fork them, pick up the rook, and then go ahead and promote. And that is exactly what we can do with the move knight c1, because after captures, push pawn up to c7, and rook to c5, now knight b3. We fork them, they have to move, we capture the rook, we're going to promote, and we're going to win the game.